This is A-Train from Valken Sports, and in this Tech Vault, we're going to show you how to step-by-step maintain, service, and disassemble and reassemble your Valken RM-1 rental marker. Before you begin any service, make sure the air source is removed, your marker is degassed, and that the breech is clear. Let's start by removing the feed neck by switching the lock lever back and simply slide the feed neck towards the back. Next to go is the adjustable foregrip. A counterclockwise turn of the knob should loosen it up, and it slides right off the front lower rail. And let's get that barrel out of the way by removing the integrated barrel blocker, and with a counterclockwise or left turn, the barrel will easily come out. Next, let's locate the two quick release pins on the front of the body assembly. Simply press these out and set them aside. Slide the barrel thread adapter out of the front. Remove the last quick release pin from the front of the grip frame. While you're here, it is a good time to release this valve pin by turning it left or counterclockwise to loosen. Then pull out the valve pin and airframe adapter. Remove the quick release pin at the rear end of the body frame and grip frame, then remove the grip frame assembly from the body. And the last quick release pin is easy. Just apply a slight pressure to the back cap and remove the pin. It's okay if the cap springs out a bit, just don't let the parts fly all over. On the right side of the body, remove the valve housing screws using a clockwise or left motion and set those aside. You should be able to remove your internal assembly by pulling the back cap directly back, exposing all the internal parts. Separate and organize your internal parts, including the bolt, the valve, the hammer assembly, the rod, the spring, pin, O-ring, and back cap. Apply minimal upwards pressure on the top plate with the forefingers as shown here, and the body halves should separate easily. On the left half of the body shell, you now need to locate the heavy-duty internal ball detent. The ball detent system is pretty maintenance-free, but if you need to service or clean, you can access it using the 1.5mm hex key on the side of the body. With the body halves separated, use a clean, lint-free cloth or clean microfiber to wipe down each body half. Make certain to remove any dirt, dust, paint, shell, or other material that could wear down the internals of your RM-1. Use a cotton swab for any hard-to-reach areas. Place the body shell halves together as shown here by aligning the lock slots together and then sliding the left shell up into the right shell. Now it's time to assemble the internals. Begin by cleaning and inspecting the bolt, paying close attention to the bolt tip O-ring. Replace the O-ring if needed. If it's free of nicks, cuts, or wear, lube with 2 drops of paintball marker oil. Then with the bolt O-ring facing forward, replace the bolt on the bolt guide. Now clean, inspect, and merge your hammer assembly. Then inspect the hammer bolt O-ring for wear or damage. If it is damaged or worn, replace it. Just maintain it by lubing with 2 drops of paintball marker oil. Insert the pin into the spring. Place the pin side of that assembly into the back cap and speed cocking assembly. Then nest the O-ring over the spring. The key to getting the internals assembled correctly revolves around the key notch on the valve. Place the rod into the alignment hole on the bolt and align the key notch, rod, and alignment hole so that they are on the top side of the assembly. Then insert this assembly with the notch and rod facing up into the back of the body. Should slide right in snugly. Place the rod into the receiving hole in the hammer and press the hammer forward, letting it rest inside the valve. Place your spring into the back hole in the hammer, the pin side into the back cap assembly, and then hook your cocking rod onto the guide rod. When the internals line up with the key notch, just press forward and the whole system is now enclosed and protected. Replace the grip frame to the body and line up the slot for the quick release pin. Replace the lower quick release pin and then replace the upper quick release pin on the back. Replace the quick release pin on the front of the grip frame to the body. Then align the airframe adapter and secure it by reinstalling the valve pin, turning clockwise or right until the valve pin is securely in place. Replace the barrel thread adapter and barrel blocker into the front of the body, and secure the quick release pins on the front, locking in the barrel thread adapter. Replace both valve housing screws by using your Allen key in a clockwise or right motion. Reinstall the feed neck by sliding the assembly forward and locking the tab backward. Replace the barrel into the thread adapter and turn clockwise or right to secure. Slide the foregrip onto the lower rail and turn the lock knob clockwise or right until snug. To maintain, locate the service port in the back of the ASA, and every 3 to 4 cases of paintballs, put 3 to 4 drops of paintball marker oil in the service port. Cock and cycle the marker a few times and you've just lubed the internals and completely serviced your Valken RM-1.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on social media, and you'll get the exclusives from Valken Sports.